from the Punjab to Delhi.
Delhi has been filled with thousands of refugees from the Punjab, Hindus and Sikhs, some of whom have been injured themselves, some of whom had seen horrific things, and they're angry. Muslims in Delhi were attacked, they were driven out, they were forced into their own refugee camp in the Purana Qila fort. And the government really lost control of the capital.
When Nehru heard that trouble was kicking off somewhere, and he got there to intervene, he would find that Edwina Mountbatten would be there too. She also used to go out and try to intervene in these cases around Delhi and really try to stop the fighting that was going on, try to calm things down. And increasingly, they really did begin to work together at this time. What they had was really a meeting of minds. They were both taking the situation extremely seriously. They weren't very worried about their own safety, and they both felt probably a bit of a degree of guilt about it.
The tragedy of this moment really helped strengthen the bonds between them.
This was a photo that I was absolutely astonished to find. You can see quite clearly here that Nehru and Lady Mountbatten, who are visiting a refugee camp, are holding hands. The British influence in India was finally winding up. There was a farewell party. Nehru gave this rather wonderful speech, thanking Lady Mountbatten for her service, which really sounded a lot like a declaration of love. You can see how incredibly downcast he looks.
He talks about her not only being beautiful, intelligent, but a woman of, a great humanitarian. She hardly talks on the flight back to London.
I shall always think back on our time in India with every possible feelings of happiness, also of sorrow at what people had been through. But I'm grateful to India, and I shall always look on India as a second home.
By the 11th of September 1948, Jinnah came down with pneumonia. A military ambulance picked him up and broke down, ironically, in front of a camp for refugees from the Punjab. They had to wait an hour. The nurse was sort of fanning flies away from his face. Doctors cannot revive him. One said to him, "God willing, you're going to live." And he just said, "No, I'm not."
The shock was all the more greater when people realized